help with different areas of our home. And we're going to focus specifically on the trash can. And our trash can, there's always just a smell right in our kitchen. And so what we're going to do today is super simple and easy, and you guys can make it at home. Okay? So we'll start with our bug spray. You're only going to need a few ingredients. You're going to need apple cider vinegar, and this is just the Kroger brand. Some people prefer like an organic. If you're going to take it internally, then that's something that you want to consider. We use apple cider vinegar for a lot of things. We do take this internally, like in recipes, or even just like in the morning with some warm water. But I still use Kroger. Again, personal preference. You're going to need some witch hazel. This is the Walmart brand that I bought just in like the first aid section of Walmart. You're going to need a spritzer bottle. So any kind of spray bottle that you can be prepared to spray on you. This is the exact same bottle that I've used for many other things. All right. So like I said at the beginning, I bought this in a big pack off of Amazon for maybe $17 for like 6 of these. Not 6 or I don't know. I feel like there's more than 6, but it was a big pack. All right. And I've used this for the hand sanitizer. I've used this for the linen spray. I've used this for several different things. So these always come in handy. And then you're going to need some essential oils. We know that like citronella, that's a popular smell that you can use to deter the bugs. So if you have citronella oil, that's a good one. Eucalyptus, rosemary, tea tree. You can use any kind of a combination of those as well. Today I have rosemary, tea tree, and eucalyptus, and I'll kind of play around with the scent there and see how that turns out. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take half a cup of both apple cider vinegar and witch hazel. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and measure that out here. So there's half a cup of apple cider vinegar, and now half a cup of witch hazel. Okay. And now you're going to need 50 drops of your essential oil. Okay. And so like I said, I'm really partial to the tea tree and eucalyptus. Because that eucalyptus, it definitely has like a sinus opening smell, right? But again, play around with a few different ones. Do some research on your own. Find out what scents are good to deter bugs, mosquitoes specifically, right? Because those are the biggest problem. Has a really nice scent. I'll try it with the rosemary just to see how well I like it. It actually is really nice. So I'm going to use all 3 of them, actually. I'm going to use the tea tree, the eucalyptus, and the rosemary. And I'm going to use 50 drops in total. So, let's see. Alright, so I just used 15 drops of the rosemary. Those came out a lot quicker. Have to find which lid belongs on there. Alright, so there was 15 of the tea tree, and then I'm actually going to do 20 of the eucalyptus just to make the total there. Okay. Should have brought a spoon out here, but I did not. So, you'll still see anyway that the oil is going to rest on top, right, like always. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pour it into our bottle. Because of this amount, you're going to need several of these, right? A few of them at least. Let's see, I'm going to pour it over the grass. That way, if I make a mess, it won't. I left a little bit of headspace in there. That way it has some room. I'm going to put it on my lid here, my cap. Give it a nice little shake. And spray it on. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is not like the most amazing scent. Like I would pick this combination for perfume, right? It's not that at all. You can still smell the apple cider vinegar, the essential oils that I use, the tea tree especially. I feel like it has such a strong smell, and it's not my favorite. It's a more natural smell. However, if I compare what I just sprayed on me to the store-bought chemical bug sprays, I really don't mind this at all. It's nice. I can pick up the scent of the essential oil. I'm actually gonna go ahead and completely spray myself here because I'm outside. All right. All right. It's really not bad. I can pick up the scent of the essential oil, which I like. This is it. All right. I always recommend you labeling. So what I'm going to do when I go inside, when this is all over, I'm going to take some masking tape, put it on, write down that it's bug spray, and I'm also going to include the combination of essential oils that I use. So if I like it, I can recreate it. And if I decide, you know what, this is not for me, I won't do it again. You can also see I have probably enough for about 2 more little bottles of this, so I can store it and keep it. Also gift it to others, okay? That's it. Half a cup of apple cider vinegar, half a cup of witch hazel, and then a total of 50 drops of essential oils, and that's bug spray. Okay? Any questions on that one? I know some of you guys got in here a little bit later. Any questions on that one before we move on to the simplest thing we will ever do together? All right, so that was our bug spray. We'll go ahead and move on. So this is something, this next one, I don't even know really what to call it. Maybe like a trash can not air freshener, but a trash can freshener. That's what we'll call it. I'm going to be doing a really DIY method here. Before we go to, I'm going to go ahead and add a lid. One thing that you can use if you don't want to go quite as DIY as I am is you can use for this of the Scotch felt pads that you might put on the bottom of a chair to keep them from scratching your floor. Okay? So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to take some kind of piece of felt and then have some kind of an adhesive on the back, and that way you can stick it in your trash can. All right? So I put a link there if you weren't sure what I was talking about as far as the Scotch adhesive felt pads. You can take those, peel off the back, stick it in your trash can, stick it in, I've done it in my linen closet. Like I have my towels in there, I want to keep it smelling fresh. Just stick it in there. And then when you notice that there's like starting to get a smell again, take a few drops. I typically use about 20 drops of an essential oil, drop it on, and it'll help add a really nice scent. Now, like me, do not have the Scotch little pads there. What I'm going to do is I have this little piece of felt, this felt fabric. I bought it for a craft of some sort. And then I'm going to actually cut the shape that I want. Okay? So in my trash can, I typically like using a little bit of a bigger piece just because it's a bigger thing, right? So I'm going to go ahead. I have a nice little rectangle here. Okay? And then I have some double-sided tape. Now, because this is, again, a DIY project, I might have to go back and add tape every once in a while if it's not quite as thick. Just put that on. When I go in, I can peel off the other side. I can just stick it on. And all I'm going to do, like I said, I like the smell a little bit. So 20 drops of my essential oil. Today I'm just going to use the eucalyptus because I have that out here for bug spray. Again, this is going to be something that you're going to base off of scent. So what's something that you like to smell? Personal favorite, I love lavender. Alright, so I'm going to do about 20 drops onto my felt pad. I'm going to kind of move it around so I can smell the different areas. And I was coughing, so I don't know how many I put on there. So I'll go based on how it smells.
¿Qué cosa?
That's pretty nice. I might add a little bit more. So what I'm going to do, when I go inside, I'm just going to peel off the back, right? So I have my extra sticky side, put it in my trash can lid. You can put it on the side of the actual can itself, all right? Stick it on, that's it. When you start...
Porque no seguía, había que seguir tomando la hoja.
Lo que demora,